Hello, Wellness Check Wednesdays community. We wanted to take a moment to remind you that while our podcast serves as a safe space for open discussions and sharing experiences, we are not mental health experts. This podcast is a platform for you to express your thoughts, feelings, and experiences in a judgment-free zone. Our aim is to foster connection, provide support, and create a sense of community. It's crucial to acknowledge that we are not a substitute for professional mental health advice or treatment. If you or someone you know is dealing with mental health challenges, we strongly encourage seeking guidance from qualified professionals. Remember, reaching out to mental health experts can make a significant difference. If you ever feel the need, don't hesitate to connect with a licensed therapist, counselor, or healthcare professional.
This is the Wellness Check Wednesdays podcast, a share space, a judgment-free zone, a place to meet and discuss our mental health. So let's check in.
Well. Ladies and gentlemen, we have embarked on episode 30 of the Wellness Check Wednesdays podcast. And we have also embarked into the middle of the year. We've made it 6 months of doing this thing called the Wellness Check Wednesday podcast, that we've made an extension of what has always been Wellness Check Wednesdays, where we encourage each and every one of y'all out there in the social media and the actual world to let's check
in.
Oh, you should know me by now. If you don't know me, oh, my bad.
Preach.
My name is Brian Livingston. I'm the moderator here of the Wellness Check Wednesdays podcast, and I am joined with me on this lovely Wednesday afternoon by the originators of the Wellness Check Wednesdays podcast. First, coming by way of Cleveland, Ohio, the one, the only, Edwin Vereen.
What's the soonest I can get back to Myrtle Beach?
You just got back. You sure you want to go back to Myrtle Beach already?
Yeah. No, I'm joking, man. I'm happy to be back. I got a lot of good stuff going on up here in Ohio. I just miss everybody back home. I had fun. I got a chance to eat a big old plate of seafood that describes my my absence from last week's podcast. But nevertheless, I'm back.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome.
And you hear that familiar voice, the other originator by way of the Share Studios here in Fayetteville, North Carolina, my man, Kevin Marshall.
Boy, it's hot. It's dusty. I'm glad to soak up some AC. What's going on, everybody?
That is one beautiful thing about this studio. I tell you what, this AC works right mighty nice. I took a step outside one second earlier today, and I thought I was going to melt. It is hot. With that being said, coming all the way from Oklahoma, my man AD. How you doing today, brother?
Good. How's it going over there?
Doing well, man. Glad to have you. And as I mentioned earlier, we are at the halfway part of 2024, and 2024 has been quite a doozy. And you know how they do those social media things, like January is this, February is this, March, April, June, etc. We've endured a lot, and something tells me there's a lot more to come. And we're not going to get political on this show, but come on, we know it's about to get crazy come November of this year, if it ain't crazy already. But that's neither here nor there. We've made it to this halfway mark, and we're really just going to we're just going to check in. Anything that's on your heart, anything that's on your mind, anything weighing you down, anything that is lifting you up, et cetera, we just want to check in real quick. Just Offhand, just something, a little celebratory note. I had a meeting with a new client today here at the Share Studios, and this is a pretty big deal when you have the um Greater Fayetteville Chamber of Commerce on your team. So yeah. So that is an avenue and a source to touch base with all of the major businesses here in Fayetteville. And I am looking forward and excited to be working with the Fayetteville Chamber in future endeavors. So that is definitely a big celebration point that I am glad to share. We're going to be ironing out all the details, how that works and everything like that. But it's be able to meet those people that are the lifeblood of this city is a definite plus in this life that I live. On the other side, man, this world is expensive, man. It's like
You gosh darn Skippy.
I gotta I need that partnership to come in like yesterday, but I'm gonna make it somehow, some way. Um, I may have to tap in some favors. I have to eat some crow and not let my ego in the way, but gonna make it one way or the other.
I got a question.
Yeah, go for it.
What is eating crow?
Eating crow. You've never heard that expression before?
I am a young buck, sir.
Oh boy.
Oh, we keep forgetting. Yeah. Oh,
Wow.
Well, to define eating crow it is an expression where you sort of where you speak out of turn. You speak more like what's the best way to put it? You say something and you're not able to back it up. You fall short of expectations. Something that even almost to the point of where you write a check with your mouth that your butt can't cash. Not necessarily in that sense. Like I don't see I don't see myself ever speaking too high of myself, but it's just a matter of where it's more of a term of humility than anything else.
Okay. Okay.
And so
all right. So I found the definition for it. My little research for the week. Eating crow. Phrase of crow. Informal North American vernacular. To be humiliated by having to admit one's defeats or mistakes. Example given: the so-called experts will be eating crow tonight.
here's another. I'm gonna apply this example. This might go toward our other podcast when it comes to Sports Bros podcast. There's a clip back in, I want to say I think it was 2016. When did Villanova beat North Carolina in the basketball championship?
Was it 16, 19?
I want to say I thought it was one of them years. Either way, it could be, I don't know. But either way, Stephen A. Smith, before the game happened, said on the air that none of the players on Villanova had any like chances of being in the NBA. He didn't see any of them making it into the NBA.
Right.
Now, circa today, with Stephen A. Smith being a diehard New York Knicks fan, and the Knicks just traded for Mikal Bridges, which now makes 4 players from Villanova, that same Villanova team that he said it would never make it to the NBA. Now 4 of the 4 players are on his New York Knicks team. That is eating crow. I don't ever come on First Take and actually admit it, but somebody pulled that out. I was like, ooh, you old Stephen A. Smith, you was wrong, wrong. So Kev, you understand what eating crow is?
Yeah, I got you now.
Perfect. Yeah. And so, I mean, essentially what it is that there's battles that we fight, the battles that we fight each and every day. And one of the battles I've been fighting is, just to be honest with you, is that I believe in the studio. I believe in a potential studio, believe that big things are to come as the announcement has been made. Has it been a big moneymaker for yours truly? Not at all. So I've had to make concessions here, move this over here, cross that T, dot that I, pay Peter to move from Paul, and all that other other phrases that I could use about a player just being Poe. But I mean, I just have to bite the bullet, and I'm gonna make it through. But I am not afraid to admit at this point in time that, hey, it's been a struggle for the past, I would say the past month. I mean, because at the end of the day, if I don't have clients, I don't have billables coming in, don't necessarily have money coming out. And so I've made it thus far, but it's one of those things where, and this is something as far as mental health is concerned, it's been weighing on my chest quite a bit. I haven't said much of anything because I've been trying to figure out ways to make it. And I was like, you know what? It's a struggle.
Like I always say too, B, hearing that note, congratulations first and foremost. Secondly, it's never a question of if, but a question of when. Always strive and always keep positive, no matter how dark, no matter how much deterrence, how many waves, how much current you have.
And I mean, it's just more or less. I know that I want to say this was sometime last year, like last year, that I faced a similar situation where like just money flow just sort of stopped. And I had to reach out, and I've been blessed beyond measure, and I'm thankful, and things are still lining up. But the pressure is just bearing, and I'm just being honest.
Pressure makes diamonds out of the worst coals.
Well, I need them diamonds to be formed like right now. It's like,
yeah.
Beautiful analogy. Absolutely. I need a diamond. I need to be able to sell a diamond. Somebody buy a diamond right now. But no, it's like it is one of those things. It's been stressful because I've been trying to figure out this and that and the third, and to be able to do certain the things I've been able to do the past couple of weeks, the fact that I did get to see my family down when I went down to the beach, and people that be listening, don't be questioning me. I wasn't on vacation. I just went and had a couple here and a couple there and was able to see people. I ain't spend much of nothing when we were down there. Shoot, I was thrifty when I was down there. I bought a bottle and let that bottle stretch.
Small. Hey, look, there you go right there. There's another small victory, because the Be Live I knew that I grew up with in my early 20s, good God, that bottle had been gone within an hour.
Not that bad.
Yeah, Be Live ain't that bad. He really ain't. But Be Live, I feel you, man.
That you knew would have ran up a bar tab. I wouldn't have even had a bottle. That's half a bottle. that's the man.
God, boy, if we can go back to doggone early 2000s when we were legal.
How many times you heard this one? If I had the money that I spent, God. So, but no, it took up enough time. I at least want to get that off that chest. We do have plenty of time. I've been tracking everything. I want to pass the mic to you as we continue on this mid-year check-in. Anything pressing, anything good, bad, and different? How you been doing? How you been hanging in there?
You want me to go, or you want to save me for last?
I don't want to save you at all. You
80s Mike. Here he is.
Ooh, that's cold.
Look at yeah.
God, dog, boy, black folks, boy, see how to do you.
Wrong every time.
I just say save the best for last. Oh,
Yeah.
and then we run out of time. Like, oh man, we have to get you next week. Nah, we have.
You got to do the extra. You got to do the extra time trick. Be Live. You know how we do it.
Exactly.
Oh
All
man,
the time.
yeah, 80. The floor is yours. Check in with us. How you been, man?
Been good, man. Just in these last 6 months, having moved from one state to another, it's always a change. Um, this was my first winter with actually having snow on the ground and it actually not melting right away. So that was, man, that was mind blowing. And negative temperatures, that was just wow. I had never experienced that
Mm.
before.
Negative temperatures in Oklahoma?
Yeah, yes, yes, snows out here.
You know what?
Yeah.
I was looking at a map the other day. Oklahoma and the northern part of Texas are actually like we's in the
Send it
south.
this way.
No, shut up. Shut up. No, we don't. Well, I don't want no weather from Oklahoma.
Damn, Cletus, I'm trying to go out and spend some donuts in my Jeep.
Oh no.
No doors on.
Do you understand? Oklahoma weather is just different.
Colorado
Yes.
different.
I did the last, and I'm gonna tell you right now, because I'm pretty sure like the whole state of Oklahoma has those tornado sirens everywhere, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, they do.
I don't want.
Not,
Yeah, you.
I don't
keep
want
that. I
none
just
of
want
that's
the
what I'm saying.
snow.
That's what I'm saying. See, you're doing too much over there, Kev. You no, I don't want no Oklahoma weather.
he's
AJ,
like, I want no parts of
you my dude. I don't want none of that.
that.
Nothing from
Uh,
Oklahoma. I mean, y'all have tumbleweeds there too, don't you?
I haven't seen it. I've not seen, those big energy fans that they have out in the country, like the real big fans that just spin out in the country. Yeah, they have
Mhm.
those. I'm just like, man, I didn't realize those things are that big. When we were like driving I think we were driving to Oklahoma City once. I was like, man, those things are huge. Jeez. And yeah, it's been interesting, just transitioning from like living in Florida, being it's like sunshine all the time, and you might get a sprinkle of rain or a couple hurricanes during the summer to out here. Just experiencing the people out here, glad that I had, some folks out here already. It's been a good change for me personally, because I'm not as bummed out as I was there as I am here. Uh, just being able to go where I need to go visit people. Now Texas is closer. I can go back home and see my folks, see some of my friends here and there. Just living it, man. Just going through gym stuff as always. Just trying to get back in there right now. Other than that, business as usual.
That's what's up, man. I'm very glad
Sure.
to hear that. All right. And one day I might go to Oklahoma for no reason whatsoever. I've been to Texas. I've never been to Oklahoma. Um, let's see, West Coast, Midwest, all that stuff. I've been Texas, I've been to Nevada, and I've been to California. The other states, I ain't been to none of that. So I might have to find a good reason to make it Oklahoma someday.
That one.
You should. You should. Tulsa's a cool place. And also, I got to come back to North Carolina.
There you go. There you go.
Mhm.
I got to come back because, I was out there, as y'all know, I was out there for AEW Revolution and I loved it. I loved it out there.
Nice.
So,
What were you in Greensboro or Charlotte?
I stayed in Charlotte, but I drove to Greensboro.
Okay. Greensboro is interesting. I will say
Yeah.
that.
Yes. Yes, it is.
That is just a whole different part of like Charlotte is that Mecca. Is the
Queen City.
it's the new Atlanta as far as like just business growth, et cetera, et cetera. Greensboro is just it's a hybrid. It's like you got Raleigh near there. That's the triangle. That's where your college students is more like it's young. Raleigh is one of the fastest growing cities in the nation right now, and I'm seeing it. I feel it right here in Fayetteville, being an hour away. But yeah, Greensboro is just like a hybrid of, I would say it's a hybrid of Raleigh and Charlotte. It has some hubs there, it's a business there. The highways is all over the place. But yeah, I got to make it to Tulsa. You got to make it back to North Carolina. I got to get away from Kevin somehow, but he's just right.
Dang, that's cold.
That's something I got to escape him. He didn't made a trek to Myrtle Beach. I appreciate it because he came to pick me up. Can't even talk trash about him. But Kevin, I'm gonna pass the mic over to you. Check in with us. What's been going on this year for you so far?
First and foremost, blessed to wake up, blessed to have the strength in my body to do what I do. Secondly, just glad to have my health about me, glad to have my friends, glad to have my family still here. And I mean, just standing on business and trying not to become a tumbleweed and all this damn heat, excessive heat.
And I'm not gonna let him do it because one of our listeners on the show, he's thankful also have this lovely
for my lovely, beautiful, sophisticated, electric personality, just humbling girlfriend.
Toy, I told you he hit the dating lottery. I swear he did.
Jenny,
and I told you that in your face too when I saw you.
Jenny, we appreciate you in more ways than one because you keep this dude level-headed, and that is a tough task to do. I'm just saying. But being Kevin being a close friend of you, brother of mine, I've seen the progression, I've seen the growth, and that makes me incredibly happy. You helped me through this journey called life.
Yes, sir.
And so much appreciated. So fellas, AD, Kevin, we got it all out. We're good to go.
Here it is.
All right, cool.
King himself.
And that being said, we appreciate it.
You funky dusty black.
You big back.
I just watched a Pharrell Instagram reel about not letting other people anger you, and I'm practicing that right now because I can call Be Live all the 5 words of doom, but I'm going to refrain from that. Yeah.
I'm going to pass the mic over to our Richard. Eddie Cool, check in with us, man. How's your year?
He black right now, B.
Oh man,
I got you, Ed. Look, I'm here in person. I get to him. Look, I got a scratch on my noggin.
Kev, you should have seen him and JR Friday night. When they got to the house, they saw a bank busting on my forehead, busting on my hairline. I'm in my own living room. I was pulling Martin, get the stamping, get out. I was so damn close. I'm like,
it was an entire roast session that entire weekend, especially when Louis showed up at Oscars. I said, if you don't take your old decrepit, want to be young, what?
I'm over there. I'm over there drinking my drink. Like, what's on now?
Where the popcorn?
Yeah, Kev, you didn't get a chance to meet my brother. Oh man,
we didn't.
My older brother Louis is he a mess.
Yeah,
yes, but he is. But man, he's my big brother.
Worse than me.
He absolute boy. You not even close to him comparison.
Give me about 10
years. Levels, Kev, is levels, Kev.
You gotta make up 42 years. I mean,
yeah.
That's
hey, look, I'm a quarter of the way there. I'm not 32.
No,
maybe. Is my math mathing?
No, it's not.
No.
The math is moffin. Yeah.
What is none of it made any sense.
Kev, don't you be out here making the Fayetteville City school system shame now. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that.
Where'd you graduate school from?
I'm ashamed to say it. I was a Cougar Pride, but I did it.
Okay, none of us are from Fayetteville, so help a brother out.
Like I said, Kev, hey, don't
okay,
be
that makes sense.
like I said, Kev, don't be out here making the Fayetteville school system shame now.
Too late.
Somebody listen to this. We're like, what the hell is he doing?
Oh man. For our listeners, I am 42 years old. My older brother has known me for 42 years because he's my older brother. On the other hand, because he's 32, has absolutely nothing to do with how long me and my actual brother have known each other. That is so he threw that out there. That's whatever.
Back to Eddie Cool.
back
Eddie
to Eddie
Cool. Check in with us, bro.
And then closing. No, that's another podcast. This year up until Friday has been real interesting. A lot of twists, a lot of turns, a lot of ups, a lot of downs, a lot of lefts, a lot of rights, a lot of usage of the turn signal, and a lot of this erratic driving on the highway that we call life. Bars. It's been I've had a few new opportunities to do some things, and I kind of, I want to put it out there, but I don't want to put out there until it's fully. I got a phone call this morning about another opportunity that could help me out a great deal, and I have a discussion about that with the powers that be this coming week. It's just, for me, it's just been a blessing to wake up every day and do what I love to do and get close to it and get near it as possible. Between starting another podcast, the Sports Perspectives podcast, and between Sports Bros, between starting this one, AD and our other brother Marcus, we're in the beginning stages of starting a wrestling podcast, if you will, the connoisseurs of wrestling. Starting a podcast, and so that's a blessing to be able to start that. And then, work is work. The 9 to 5 is the 9 to 5, but I learned to maximize the opportunity I have at work to make as money as possible, keep my mouth shut, and go to hell home. And then being able to go to my niece's wedding a few weekends ago was an absolute joy. It was 5,000 degrees outside. I had a full suit on. I think somebody's aunt tried to hit on me at the wedding, if I'm not mistaken. Love life. It really ain't nothing going on there because I'm just trying to take care. Right now I'm just focused on me. I'm just focused on me, my wants, my needs, my desires, and everything. But as I stated, I have several opportunities awaiting. One opportunity that I'm putting in motion, another opportunity waiting for me. And we are 50 plus days away from high school football up here in Northeast Ohio. So I'll be doing some video coverage of summer leagues, high school basketball and football as well too. So I'm just excited for what this year has to bring. And I also learned that for some strange reason, people have a severely hard time celebrating small victories. But nevertheless, the victories are the victories, and people are going to be people, and you just have to move accordingly, because it's a whole nother story for another day. Because I think it aligns with our episode about oversharing, but I don't think I was oversharing too much. I think it became to the point to where the advice comes from a good place, but is at the point to where on 3 separate occasions, the advice wasn't asked for. The advice became overbearing commentary, if you will. And speaking of that, my mental health is pretty decent for the most part. And speaking of that, I had a conversation with my therapist, and we talked about, minimizing the chatter,
right?
The outside noise. And up until this point, I've been able to minimize the chatter, which means when chatter is minimized, I'm able to focus and be on point with whatever I have going on. Because before, when I had a lot of chatter and noise in my ears, it's like I couldn't really focus. And so with that being said, it's just sometimes when people, people they're going to give you advice, and it sometimes comes from a good place. But like I said, it gets to a point where it becomes overbearing, and you have to establish those boundaries. For a call back to another episode.
Oh.
So this year for me is like it's all about learning, growing, earning, getting closer with our Heavenly Father, our Lord Jesus Christ, and just trying to live a life as to where I'm able to do what I want to do. Finally.
Amen.
So other than that, man, this year's been 24 has been pretty good to me for the most part.
And that is what we strive more than anything, is to take what life gives us and make something out of it and continue to thrive and strive. And so this mid-year check-in I am thankful for this because it shows how far we've come. Like this was an idea that was struck up between just conversations between Edwin and Kevin, and it was a combination of two ideas, and I'm very thankful to be able to facilitate that. And now we've already put in 30 episodes, and it feels like it happened so quickly, because I'm thankful and blessed not only to have, like, there's so many people out there that struggle. I mean, with podcasting being the way it is, that some people can't even get a podcast off the ground.
Oh my God.
And yet we've been able to put me, Edwin and myself. Now this makes two, just between the two of us, that we've gotten past that quarter mark, that 25 episode mark, that people, well, first I think it's like 6th and 25 are like key markers of a podcast actually making it.
Damn.
And so, like, for us to have 30 and have a structure and a form that we do is a blessing within itself. And the people that we've already touched and reached, and people that have joined in and everything like that, the sky's the limit with
Definitely.
well what we're doing here, and especially just being that avenue, and being just something. I need this. Every Wednesday I'm like, it's gonna be a long one.
Yeah.
I started work at 8 and I don't get back home until 2:00 in the morning. But I need this. I need this Wednesday. Like, I've used these Wednesdays as celebrations for me, just between the work that I do and whatnot. And I get to celebrate, but also the wear and tear of all the things that are happening in life. I get to release, and this encompasses all of that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so I'm thankful for AD, thankful for Eddie Cool. Kev, I don't know.
Bring it in.
Oh, cut it out.
I don't even know.
Hey, look, give props to the Black Hillbilly on the show.
Man, I am
Jerome Clampett. Gotcha.
Wow. Jerome Clampett.
Damn it, boy. Hey, at least that's a good light skin name. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I need over there, Mama.
I want to take this opportunity while we have just a little bit of time. If I want to say a special thanks to Chris Villalobos for joining us last week, and there's a lot of things that we're looking to link up in the future.
Yes.
For the gentleman that joined us last week, for everybody that has taken the time out, whether you've been on the podcast, if you've just been listening in, you take the time out of your busy schedule just to check in, just by listening. It is truly a blessing, and we can't thank you enough for your support. And big things are on the horizon for the Wellness Check Wednesdays podcast. Big things are on the horizon for the Sports Bros podcast Group LLC that all of this umbrella falls under. I'm just kidding. I just made it up on the fly.
Big ups to the wrestling connoisseurs.
Absolutely.
Big ups to each of us as being kings in our own right too.
Absolutely. Eddie, definitely on what's that the Porch Perspectives?
That too.
Yeah, Porch Perspectives podcast. Yep.
What was that? Nikki McGregor that you partner up?
Nikki Red. Yeah, Nikki Red. We went to school back in the day, and we just kind of had a conversation, God, back in January, and we was like, let's do it. That's just me. You get me outside of sports, and it's if you want to be entertained, check it out.
Absolutely. And so, and basically, just a quick shout out to all the endeavors that we are enduring, and those that have joined us through this mental health journey. We've made it 6 months, and we have no intention of slowing down at all. We're going to continue to every single Wednesday to encourage each and every one out there in this world that we live in to let's check in. And we're out. It's been fun. Let's do this another 30 episodes, another half a year, another 6 months. See y'all next Wednesday.
See ya.
Peace.
Thank you for listening to the Wellness Check Wednesdays podcast. Please join us every week, Wednesdays on Zoom at 6 p.m., and join our Facebook group for updates and to participate. We care about your mental health, so let's check in.